Hi everybody, it's Kara. I have a few art journaling pages I want to share with you. I have been playing around with these pan pastels. I bought myself a few and I love them. I'm having a good time and I wanted to share the pages with you, and then I will do a follow-up video and kind of show you a little bit about the pastels. And I do mean a little bit because I'm obviously not an expert, but I do enjoy using them, and I will share what I have found out so far with you guys. First, let me show you some of the pages I've created using them. So here is one. I actually used this magenta color for it, and I put the pastel straight on the yellowish colored paper using one of the sponges that you get to go with them, and just had a really kind of pretty soft, smooth image. And then I took some Versamark ink, hopefully you can see these little images down here, and I stamped them out in Versamark, and I put another layer of the pastel on top, and the Versamark picked up all the pastel and kind of made this really nice shadow effect, which I think is very pretty. So that's one of the pages. This next one, which is titled Art Mess, basically should be Hot Mess, because I was trying to experiment a little bit, and I had some clear embossing paste, which I'd used on other things before, and it's great. It works really well with certain things, but it wasn't so great for this. What ended up happening is I used a stencil, and I left pieces of it showing, but I used a stencil, and it was kind of a doily type stencil. And you know, sometimes when you get a little bit over the edge and you kind of wipe it up, I didn't think it was going to be any big deal. But when this stuff dried, you could literally, after I applied the pastel, you could literally see every like stroke and streak and part that, you know, was kind of just a big old mess. So I didn't like it. But I also had said in the very beginning that I bought the kind of journal I bought because I didn't want to be tempted to rip out pages or anything. So I decided I had to work with it. So what I did is I covered up all the spots that were like really, really bad. I collaged all over it. I used some music paper and some old maps, this kind of web trim stuff that I can't remember the name of right now. And then I, you know, stamped out some letters, inked the edges and all that jazz to create this kind of collage page, which I think actually turned out pretty cool. I mean, I think I turned a big mess into an art mess, and that's, you know, that was a lot of fun. And I did go ahead and leave some of these. Hopefully you can see that. I did leave some of these because I wanted to remind myself that at least I tried. You know, I don't think you learn anything if you don't try something. So I was really pleased that I gave it a shot just to see what would happen. And now I know that this is not a very good thing. But, you know, I will say that the few little areas that I left out, like this one I smushed around some acrylic paint in, I think it actually looks kind of cool with just some of the little pieces peeking out. So I'm going to label these pages a success. Then next I have these. And I tried the same technique with the stencils this time using the soft molding paste, and it turned out, I think, gorgeous. The stencil's gorgeous. I love this image. And then I took four different colors, and just kind of wiped them around just to kind of get this very cool, colorful background. And normally I would probably add some more. I would collage and do a few more things, but I just thought this was so gorgeous and I wanted to remind myself of the technique itself. So I left it the way it is and just added a few different little sentiments to just fill in some of the empty spaces, and just kind of kept it clean and simple and left it to where you can see the really pretty stencil peeking out there. So that's that. And then the last page, I was just playing around again with the pastels and some of my dilution stamps that I just recently got from a friend. I know these are older stamps, but I didn't have any, and I was just messing around with some of the borders, as you can see here, and at the bottom and the top. And for this effect, I took 3 colors and I ripped some paper towels, and I just kind of held the paper towel here like so and rubbed on the pastel and did it on both sides, and then I moved it down and picked a different color and just, you know, kind of played around. Again, this is a very simple page, but I was just playing with stamps basically. I hadn't felt the stamp in my hand for a while, and I wanted to kind of mess around with that and have a good time. So that's what I did. So here pretty soon, I will do a little tutorial on what I have found about the pan pastels, and I will pass on any little piece of information that I have, which isn't saying much, but we'll have a good time. So if you're interested in that, kind of stay tuned. That video will be coming up soon. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye.